How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Manatee Gaming. So I'm going to be showing you how to get the Rest in Peace axe very easily in the new mini game here, or game mode, whichever one you want to call it. So the Rest in Peace axe is, a lot of people are really confused of how to get 250 zombie kills within the 1 hour, and a lot of people are, getting kind of frustrated with it. So I decided to go ahead and make a video about this, as getting the axe is actually quite easy. You just really have to have a good strategy about doing it. So as you see right here, you'll see a very large group of people. This is right outside the beginning area of Falador. This is right northeast, of the Lodestone. This is usually an area where you're going to find a lot of players killing monsters, and this right here is a great group if you want to join in and try to get your Rest in Peace axe. So I'm going to go ahead and say right ahead before I get into exactly the strategy of it, I'm going to go ahead and discuss the way you should be set up so that you're ready to go. So the first thing that you're going to need is either a two-handed weapon, so you're going to need a Rune 2H, or you can use Adamant 2H, or you can use a ranged weapon. And I highly recommend a short bow over a shield bow, but if you only have a shield bow, you can probably still do it with a shield bow. The short bow is just going to have a little bit better chance because of the fact that it is quicker. So all around, I recommend a short bow and then a 2H for a melee weapon. So my personal preference here is going to be a ranged weapon, and the reason why is just because you can stand in one spot and still be able to just click and shoot at multiple zombies without having to actually be up and close and personal. And in my opinion, it is a little bit easier to hit them and to be able to achieve the Rest in Peace axe, get your 250 kills by using a ranged weapon. So if you want the easiest way possible, I recommend range. If you really don't like range, or you think it's going to be easier with melee, you can feel free to do that too. As far as your gear setup goes, having higher level gear is definitely going to be helpful. As you can see right here, I've got like Adamant and Mithril, but I did not use melee for my axe. As far as my range gear though, I've got like green dragon hide pieces, a blue dragon hide coif, like carapace gloves. It doesn't really matter all around what the your armor is like. For armor, it is mostly just just a little bit more survivability and less chance of you being like killed for like kind of a bogus reason. But most likely though, guys, you're not really going to have any issue with really caring about your armor. It's really about the weapon. If you're planning on doing the range routes like I was talking about, then I would highly recommend getting the highest level arrows you can get, because that increases your chances of getting a hit and not splashing on something. So an Addy arrow, Rune arrow, or even Mithril arrows are going to do just fine here. I actually did quite a bit of mine with using iron arrows because I didn't really have a lot of arrows. You don't really have to have the higher level arrows, but they are extremely useful. As you can see right there, when the giant zombie died, it did poison me, so something else I'd recommend having in your inventory before you start your run is a few antidotes. Having maybe like four, possibly 5 antidotes is going to do you just fine. Having like 4 or 5 at least starting shrimps is going to also be helpful in order to keep you alive, but you can definitely pick more up as you go, so it's not something you have to have a ton of to start off with. Something very important to have is going to be the Sanctifying Potion. In all honesty, if you want to, you could have, having multiple types of, weapons and everything is not really the best idea, but what you can do is just get rid of everything you don't need. Take, like, if possible, if you've been playing this long enough, then you can do this. Where, let's see what this person's trying to give me. If you've been playing this long enough where you've gotten yourself some like enough of one type of arrow, then you can feel free to go ahead and get rid of all the extra arrows that you have and only have one type of arrow with you. I don't really know. No, I'm not buying arrows. So you could just have Adamant, or you could just have Rune or whatever. The idea here, guys, is just have as much inventory space open as you possibly can. That way you can fit more of these Sanctifying Potions in here and still have room for a few antidotes and then some shrimps. If if you are having a really hard time and you're just like, oh my god, I just want to have as many Sanctifying Potions as you can, then you can just just ignore this person. No. What Sanctifying Potion does, though, is Sanctifying Potion is basically a bomb. It's kind of like a magical bomb. So when you smash the Sanctifying Potion, it's going to damage everything around you. It's kind of like using Quake. It's kind of like using a really powerful Quake, like the two-handed ability. So basically, you're going to want to have a lot of these in your inventory, because the whole idea is to be able to get as many kills as you can in your hour. So now that I've kind of explained it, you've got your U or magic short bow, or you've got your magic shield bow, something like that, and you're ready to go. Or maybe you have your Rune 2H, whatever you have, and you have your inventory all set up. Now, what do you do next? So what you do, guys, is you go into the big group like this, and then really all you need to do is you just need to shoot the zombies one time. So if you're using range, it's extremely easy, as I explained. As you can see right here, I'm just pegging them one time. It's a little bit laggy right now with me trying to use the video. But like, okay, so here, give it 1 second, wait for these guys to die. I'm gonna go ahead and peg a few things over here too, and I just kind of missed that one. But as you can see, I get the bottle corks. Somehow, I must not have hit that one right there, but well, the whole idea, guys, is just you're just gonna hit them once or twice, and that's really all you need to do. You just be able to tag them for damage, and then after you've tagged a monster for damage, then that's really all you have to do in order to be able to qualify as getting that kill. There you go, right there. See how I just racked up the 4 kills right there really quickly? That is basically because all those zombies died. The ones that I only hit one time, they must have wandered off and not actually got killed right away. But as you can see, just hitting them one time and then just walking away, ignoring, you see them all rack up like that. Look, I've gotten 8 kills right there, and it was literally under, like less than 30 seconds. I got 8 kills. You only have to have 250 kills within the 1 hour period. So if you do the math right there, it's going to be, we'll do the real quick math here. So it's going to be 250 kills, and we're going to divide that by 60, and then that means 4.16 kills per minute. As you can see right there, I've gotten my 8 kills by barely even trying in under 30 seconds, which puts me about 16 kills per minute right there on average. If we're just roughly saying right there, that means in my 1 hour I can get 960 kills. Yeah, seems pretty easy to get your 250 kills axe, right? So all you need to do, and all you need to remember here, guys, is just tag them and make sure you at least do damage. You have to do damage. So just make sure you tag them by doing damage. After you've done that, then move on to the next zombie. Do not sit there and try to kill the zombies because you're just wasting time. A lot of people's issue is that they're trying to actually kill the zombies because they're like, okay, if I actually kill the zombie, then that means it's going to go quicker. The thing is, if you're in a group like this, guys, just let everybody else kill those zombies, and you just worry about tagging them. Now, if there's no new zombies around, then yes, for sure, go back to tagging them and killing them, and being able to speed it up. Now, the next strategy here is going to be the sanctifying potions. So you will notice that there will be these spawns of very, very, very weak zombies that have hardly any health. And hey, look, an adamant plate body. I can get rid of this. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I might go for like another really good run for my personal record. So I'm just kind of saving up armor and stuff like this. But the thing is, guys, is like, oh hey, look, we got a stalking zombie. I want to not die while I'm making the video. Okay, there we go. I don't really know why he was attacking me. Okay, you see these really big zombies. A lot of times when these really big zombies, when they die, they will spawn a big group of smaller zombies. And these smaller zombies have hardly any health at all. So what you can do is you can activate a sanctifying potion when you see that group. And as long as you're standing in that group, you'll be able to wipe out the entire group of zombies and get a massive amount of kills really quickly. It's like 4 or 5 small zombies, so it actually adds up quite a bit. Also, you'll just notice that a whole bunch of zombies will spawn, just like the regular old zombies. They will all spawn in like a group. Like as you see, like this hulking zombie right here, and there's also a zombie right here, and there's another zombie like right there, the stalking zombie. Those 3 zombies are really close together. So if you were right up there and smash the sanctifying potion, you can save yourself quite a bit of time by being able to tag all 3 of those zombies and maybe even getting some kills right away with just a sanctifying potion. That's the reason why it's really important to have as many sanctifying potions as you have. I would definitely recommend having 10 plus sanctifying potions in your inventory. Kind of like I said, if you're one of those people having a really tough time trying to get your kill count, then I would definitely recommend getting as many sanctifying potions as you possibly can in your inventory. Something else to save to be able to get a little bit extra kills per hour, and this is something that a lot of people have really probably thought about, but as I was going through, I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. Now, your ability bar might be set up a little bit different than this one. This ability bar is set up this way because very quickly I realized that it doesn't really matter about your ability bar because you're really only tagging things. So the first thing you want to have there is piercing shot because it's going to be really quick. It's going to be a really quick attack, and ricochet. You can definitely swap these back and forth if you want to, ricochet first or whatever. What I would highly recommend doing though is having a slice, or having like a slice or a two-handed ability, something very quick and that refreshes really quickly. As you see, this refreshes in 3 seconds. That's the reason why I put slice right here. I also have one-handed weapons, so that's the reason why I have slice. But what you can do, guys, is if you're in the fray, you're killing a bunch of zombies, and then you will notice that there are some zombies that are only weak to range. You'll also notice that there are some zombies that are only weak to melee. When those kind of zombies pop up, if you're just strictly ranging, you're not going to be able to damage the melee one, and you might have to avoid that kill. Well, instead of avoid that kill, you just have to have your swap in here. So basically, just weapon swap. Boom! As you see, my slice lights up, and then my slice will activate when I click them. So basically, if I'm sitting here ranging a bunch of zombies, blah, 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 and then one of the zombies pops up right next to me that's like the one that only gets hit by melee, I can quickly swap to this, tag him really quick, go back to my bow, and then continue killing zombies and getting really fast kills. Now that right there allows me to add 1 extra kill to my kill count without me having to just kind of avoid that. And it may not seem like much, but I'm if you're one of those people that miss their axe by like 4 or 5, maybe 10 kills at the end, then this will close that gap of 4 to 5, 10 kills. So that's really all I've got there, guys. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. You probably have already figured out everything else that I could probably tell you. But the really important thing there, guys, is just find one of these groups like this and just start tagging zombies. Don't worry about killing them. Just tag them as fast as you possibly can. That way you can get the amount of kills per hour that you need. So feel free to put in the comments below if you guys have some extra questions or something I might have missed in this video, because I am just free-spiritedly talking this, winging this video. There we go. That's a good word for it. I'm winging this video. So if you have a specific question, you can feel free to leave in the comments below. I will answer. Also, if you guys did not know from my last video, and if you haven't seen my last video, I highly recommend you go check it out, because it's a great opportunity for you. If you want to try to win your share of a $180 giveaway, then all you got to do is go to on Twitch, just follow at RS Manatee Gaming. And then tweet at me your best fashionscape. Now, there's been some really interesting people, like really interesting costumes, everything people have shown for fashionscape. This is actually really a whole lot of fun. Also, feel free if you're looking through my Twitter page, and go through there and see if you can take a look at what everybody else has put up there for the fashionscape. And if you'd like to leave a like or maybe a comment on the ones you like the most, because one of the people that I'm going to be giving a prize away to is going to be the kind of like the community choice. So based on what you guys have said, that oh wait, so like if someone gets a whole bunch of likes, then they're probably going to win the community choice. So I would highly recommend just leaving your vote, and just kind of fun that way. But creativity really counts. Creative angles, like be cool about it. Like right here is like a very typical angle, but what if your angle is like, I don't know, it's like coming from like the ground, and I'm looking ahead. Oops, not looking at the calculator. I'm looking ahead, and I don't know. Just like be creative with your costume. It's not about the most expensive costume or whatever. But tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow I am going to be announcing the winner on the Twitter. So there's going to be 3 winners, guys. We're going to have like I said, we're going to have a community choice winner, which is based on which one you guys thought was the best. And I'm going to pick 2 more that I thought was really creative and really awesome. And then those 3 people are going to win $60 passes to the Patreon page. If you have no idea what the Patreon page is, you can check out the link below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you have a question. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, man.